Hey all, this is Eucep again. Today I'm going into a movie toy. Today I'm going into movie 2007 Leaderclass Brawl. Brawl, as you know in the movie, well, he goes by the name Devastator in the movie, at least the subtitles say so. But he says his name in Cybertronian, so yeah, it's up for debate. All the toys say Brawl, so he resembles G1 Brawl, so he's Brawl. His leader class toy is, I think, quite excellent. It has some flaws in it, especially in posability and stability, but otherwise it's quite a nice toy. He's fairly large and also quite hefty, which is nice for a leader class. He has some lights and sounds, and for once I've installed some batteries for them. There are some buttons here on his turret which activates some lights and sounds. Most of these are also repeatable, so if you press them in longer they'll repeat. And there is the one which is a bit more inappropriate. You have to press on the turret itself. Now the sounds which go with these two and this gun, it also activates by rotating this upper turret. But otherwise, yeah, some nice basic firing sounds, which works. Let's move on to his robot mode. For robot mode, let's first start off with if you press in these two, it lets go of these sides, which you can then open up fully once unhooked. Fold them out entirely to the side, then unhook the threads from the casing and spread them out like this. Once there, you can unhook it here and it folds up on itself. Do the same on the other side, which is largely his legs done. Do it like this. Fold up his tank threads to the top. And take his arms with his weapons which are tucked into his legs and fold them forward. Yeah, this guy is full of random sounds. They go off for whatever reason. Fold in this part for his face. Straighten out his arms. And fold in his weapons onto his arms and click them into place. Take his turret, turn it around, and lock it into place again. Now down to his legs, separate them. Yeah, this turret doesn't really lock in when on the back, so that's one negative again for him. Turn around his legs so they are forward facing. Take these threads, fold them double, and fold them in. And then pretty much it's all sandwich it all together. There are lots of pegs and ports which slot together for his legs. So it's just a question of making sure it all lines up properly. and then it's done. Now, for his turret, you have to actually bring it to the side, fold up this, then you can take his turret, move it entirely to here, and let it close again. Last thing to do is his feet, which are probably the worst part of him. Despite being quite original in the way they are disguised, they offer very little stability and little posability. But perhaps I'm doing something wrong with them, but I don't think so. Once folded out entirely, he is done pretty much. And yeah, here he is in his normal mode, without all his weapons bristling, because he got loads of weapons, but also he got some decent articulation. His arms go quite far, they are somewhat hindered by the backpack, as are his legs, elbow articulation and rotation, individual digits, which is quite nice, and some wrist movement as well. Too bad no wrist rotation. I think they better could have skipped on this little hinge thingy and instead given him wrist rotation. Would have been nicer, but oh well. Can't have everything. Overall he looks very nice, in my opinion. Not the greatest, but he works for me. I don't know why, but pressing in on his head sets off his cannon sound. Yeah, I think I might have broken something inside him or something, but I don't recall him ever doing so many random sounds like this now. He has some more weapons. He has some claws which can extend, a chain gun on top of that.